And happy late Easter. We got a brand new this is the first ever unboxing and review video with a Bachmann Thomas model. And no, it is not going to be with Percy. Although I do have him and Thomas that will get a review at some point, so don't worry, Percy, you'll still get one. Trust me. Um, Although I do have two models here that will be reviewed. One is the Bachmann male coach behind him, and the reason is because I also have the Bachmann male coach in green and a Diapet Thomas. So the first off, we're gonna start looking at the Diapet Thomas here. So we'll get started. About this is that this was made by Takara Tomy in Japan, and these are like other little diecast models. They are bigger than Take Along, and they're smaller than Take Along, and they're bigger than minis. And I can't really read any of this because this is mostly in Japan, but you can tell that the date says, you can read it right there. It says 2017, so this model looks, it's still new, but out of date in a way. And I believe these were out I think these were still out around season 7, maybe around 2004 when I was born. But right now we're gonna open it from its, out of its plastic case. Okay, so I'm just gonna pull this out. Alright, it's a little messed up. Also, you can still find this model on Amazon. Okay, so here's the box. The box, it's a little messed up because due to Amazon packaging, but okay, it has the Japanese manufacturer on the back. No, ST number 1. I believe it says Tomy or Lego. It looks like Lego, but in Japan, Japanese. I don't know. And it also says it's connectable. How to connect. One. And here's Thomas. So let's pull him out. And oh wow. Oh wow. Oh my wow. Look at that. Look at that. It comes with pamphlets. So let's look at the pamphlets. I still can't read it, so I might have to Google Translate that. So, okay, that's pretty nice. Takara Tomy fans.
Oh wait, I can't read.
Well, let's get the big guy out himself. And oh wow, oh my, wow. This is look at that. Look. Oh my God, look how tiny he is. Talk about tiny Thomas. This is a 2014 model. Look at the camera. If you look there, it says 2014 on there. Okay, that's love the wheels are pretty nice, and got the molded side rod. Ooh, I thought this was bigger than that. Oh no, this is pretty decent. This is a nice heavyweight toy. I love the detail. Wow, they actually got him proportioned down to a T. And let's look. So first of all, we got the number 1, and I believe the number 1 is either big. Excuse me. Let me fix that. Get that in focus. So this Thomas is number 1. If we look at the number 1, it looks like it's either from the promo. I think it's from the promos, promotional images back in the day. I can't tell, or maybe it's a CGI. I mean, you guys can tell me in the comments below. Molded buffers. Oh, and look at that. A white molded lamp, painted. That is nice. A painted lamp on Thomas it's always nice to see. Back buffer painted, front buffer painted, and the white running board. See, Japan, Mattel has to take notes on this. Mattel really has to take notes on these, because if Japan can do it, so can Mattel in the USA. And the face. So yeah, he also got his, before we get to the face, he's got his whistle. It's kind of pushed together, but it's his whistle. Painted windows, molded side cab. Very shiny. Wow, very shiny. And let's look at the face. Now, I'll be honest with you, the face reminds me of season 6. Like, you could see his tiny smile. Like, it's very fainted, but it reminds me of that season 6 look. That season 6 model of Thomas where he has that one smile. I think it was from Harvey to the Rescue. That one. That face. It reminds me of that. So they kind of got the face down, and I see kind of a bubble right there in the mold. It's probably a paint bubble or something, but yeah, who cares? Yeah, this is a. Oh my God! Look at that. Look how small he is to compare to Percy. This is. Yeah. This is a nice looking model. And hang on, and before we do, quickly open for a second. And here, excuse me for the background. Yeah, here's a take along Thomas. Look at that. Look how tiny he is. The minis are usually this small. They're like this small, and I don't have the one mini out on me at the moment, but look at that. That's a pretty good sized die-cast Thomas right there. This is pretty cool. It's not overscaled, but it's not tiny either. Underscale or overscale. Gee. Wonder if you can make this into Z scale or something. N scale is probably gonna be. Maybe it's bigger than. I think maybe N scale may be bigger, but again, other than that, it's really nice and it rolls pretty good. It's a really nice. Yeah, just look at that. Beautiful. Now, for the record, they did make a lot of characters. They do have Percy, James, Gordon, and I know Gordon's been updated with an actual accurate side rods and valve gears, and he comes with an express coach, so maybe I get Gordon next, or maybe I'll probably get, maybe on eBay, the Thomas with Annie and Clarabelle, so I can get the full consist. But other than that, this is a really nice one. I probably might be on a kick on getting these two, because they're not because they're just adorable, but they're just really nice detailed models. And Takara Tomy is well known for its die-cast cars, and when it came to Thomas, they didn't cheap out or lazy out or make a model that's a repaint or make Thomas different. No, they made Thomas accurate, like Thomas in the show. That is 100% awesome. I can fully recommend getting this, and the thing about that is that you can find it on Amazon. It's $10. It's Japan import, so I sent down a link in the description for you guys to look at, so don't forget, try to get yours as much as possible before it's too late. So yeah, this Thomas is good, 100%, really good. Now on to the big prize. Let's move you over. We're going to talk about the mail coach. And yeah, this is a pretty good Easter haul. Yeah, this model, I'll be honest though, it comes in its normal. So basically, it's still the same. Before we open it, it's basically the same old packaging. Yeah, there's rolling stock on the back, and it has all the numbers, and it has the 77018 green mail coach. And I'll be honest with you, I rather wish they kind of gave it the name and stop really using these terrible blisters, because they're really hard to open unless you have an X-Acto knife or a blade. Oof. Yeah. Yeah, the plastic can... Oh, ow. Oh, the plastic. Careful with the plastic. And the reason why I didn't do a review on the normal red mail coach, or I'm not going to do a review on the red mail coach, because it's basically the same item. So we're going to do a main review on both. There we go. Now it's open. Okay. Oof, much more harder to get. Ow. Alright, folks, and here it is. Here is the mail coach itself. There we go. And I'll be honest, this is a pretty nice detailed looking model, and like the mail coach underneath, it says this is a model from 2006. And let's take a look at the mail coach in red. This is a 2000. Look at the light. It's a 2008. Wow, I think there's a pretty good difference. Yeah, there's a pretty good difference right there. You gotta get the light in. Yeah, come on, get in focus. Yeah, 2000. Yeah, 2008 right there. You can see in the light. And then over here it says 2006. Yep. Basically this, yeah, you can't really see it because it's really on the bottom. Come on. There we go. 2006. Yeah, 2006 and 2008. Yeah, I don't know why they didn't add printing on the Bachmanns, which is kind of weird to me, but yeah. So one thing I've actually love about this van is actually pretty nice in a way, because for two reasons. Number one, I talked to a friend of mine who's a Thomas fan, and he told me that for mail coach in green, you can use it for anything just with mail. You can use it as a utility van for Henry's Flying Kipper or a normal goods train, and it's kind of, when you think about it, you can. This is the best. I wouldn't call this a mail car. I would call it more like a mail car and utility car, because I mean, it doesn't even have the printing. And as we know, the mail car here, this is an older model. They used to have, I believe it used to have the Sodor mail lettering on its sides, both sides, and I believe that was kind of considered rare now compared to, there's something on there. Oh, it's just the wheel spoke. Oh yeah, it's just the wheel spoke. Yeah, compared to the other, compared to many others. Yeah. Compared to the other mail vans they use, this is a newer. I believe this is based off the CGI models, CGI series. That's why I took it off the lettering and add the envelope with wings. Forgive me if I'm stuttering a bit, but yeah, that's why I love these two as a whole. Because now, and the reason why I want to get this instead of another red mail van is because I wanted to give maybe one, just to get a different unique consist, and two, Percy can finally have a full mail train. He has two now, and he could just puff along at night, and he can carry a mail van and another mail van or utility van or something. So I'm very happy I got this for Easter. I believe I got this for Easter, or this was actually 2 weeks before Easter. This was ordered 2 weeks ago, and Amazon was slow. And I'll be honest, I don't know what is it with Amazon being very slow when it comes to delivering Bachmann models. I don't understand it. But before I almost forget, let's look at the detail. Nothing usual. It's just a different. It's a green reskin. Doors are nicely printed. The wood detail is spot on. We got the doors. Yeah, we got the doors, the molded latches, and I believe the vents. Yeah, all the. Oops. Yeah, the latches, the doors, and the vents, and the vents over here. Yeah, we got. This is a pretty nice model. So, yeah. So this is a quite nice little charming van. And but before we go, I also thought, before anybody asks, I don't have a package for my red mail van because I actually converted it into this. Now, I'll be honest with you, this was like a custom package, and yeah, I'm sorry if it's kind of worn out. So my plan is, what if Bachmann actually made the Thomas line with package instead of the crappy blisters? forgive me, the terrible blisters. And so the plan originally, so here we go. So let me pull Percy and the green mail van out and show you that so here's the package. So we get the red mail coach, put it back in the box, close this up. This is meant to be flat, so yeah, I kind of had no choice but to cut it out. You fit the package right back in here, and there we have it. So I kind of thought I was actually originally going to use this as an April Fool's gag, but I didn't realize it until too late, so there was no April Fool's joke that came to my mind at the time. So that's how. So yeah, like I said, this is a custom print. This was black and white, but I had to recolor it. Not the best, so forgive me. But yeah, this is how it could do it. Instead of having it on the back where it just like so very small and tiny, and it's like you have to fill in the pack just to keep everything all relevant, you could just literally do this instead. You could have like the collect them all on the side and have all the names, and on the bottom you could have had yeah, this is Troublesome Truck #1 because I used something smaller, so my fault. But yeah, you could use like the number on the bottom, put the Bachmann logo, Thomas and Friends on the front, shows rolling stock, shows the entire thing, Thomas on the top, and it has the logo. You can have the logo. You can have the logo up here, back here. Oh yeah, back here if you want. But again, I didn't really paint anything because I didn't think of it at the time. Yeah, and you could just put the number on the side here unless you want to fold it. So yeah, there are plenty of ways to make the Bachmann packaging, or if you want, you could do the box itself and just add the little peg. You can still add the peg, but just keep it just a normal box instead of a blister, because problem is with blisters though, I mean, despite they're really helpful and handy to keep people from stealing them, but it helps prevent people from stealing them, but it's hard to open it because someone either needs to use a knife or something, and it's really hard to open. Not to mention it also kind of damages the model too. There's no cover. You don't add like a clear paper or styrofoam. No, it's just full dead plastic. So that's why there's a cover on the back here as well, on the front as well, to keep it from getting damaged too. So yeah, that is the main haul, and as well as an idea, maybe if Bachmann, maybe a what you could do to keep your Thomas and Friends models safer if you want. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will show you the utility van running on the temporary track that I put up. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And if you want to see more content, well, keep watching. Thank you, and have a good day.
His driver decided to set off early that evening. Thomas was waiting at the station. Thank goodness I have a chance to speak to you. Driver says that the person in charge of the mail has complained to Sir Topham Hatt about the delay last night. But that wasn't my fault, replied Percy. I know, said Thomas, and so does Sir Topham Hatt. But this mail person wouldn't listen. Tonight we'll just have to be quicker than ever before.